Libra, this will be a significant month for you. So not only we start May with the Taurus energy and that adjustment cycle to you, Taurus ruled by Venus, your ruling planet in Pisces, and reeling from the eclipse and the grand cardinal cross in April, there is Mars going direct, which has been, as you know, retrograde in your sign for the last several months. So on the 19th of May, when Mars goes direct in your sign, it's like a little bit of rustling, shaking the tree to figure out what all this other energy has significance for you, where it will manifest, where you feel pulled into too many different directions, and how to pull yourself back. And where do you pull yourself back? To yourself, to what you want, putting energy into you. It's very important to be conscious this month, to put energy into you and have balance in your life. Otherwise, what you can find that there's arguments or disagreements, or maybe if they're not overt arguments, there's this underlying feeling of everybody else wants me to be a certain way or act a certain way, and not feeling as if you are being honored. And there's opportunity for you to grow here, for you to be seen and known more for who you are and your talents and your gifts. Continue to pay attention to your financial resources. Make sure that they are in balance. That is very important, especially for the full moon energy that happens. And then when the sun goes into Gemini, what we have is the air energy taking over. You're an air sign. So it's a positive flow for you of connecting with your thoughts, your wisdom, and being able to have specific ideas that work for you as a belief system. To choose them for yourself. This is what is important for me, for myself, for my belief system. And we close out the month with the new moon in Gemini. So when the moon catches up to the sun, it creates a new moon on May 28th. So we're closing out the month with the new moon cycle. And it's zapping a side of your life that says, hey, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Where can I expand? And it could come out making plans for trips. You could, even if you can't go away immediately, although it would be nice to get away for a day or two, to make plans, to ideas, to communicate to other people about, hey, I was thinking about getting out of town, or will you be in town this weekend? It's all very strong for you. And also there's a little bit of a nudge from the universe that is suggesting, is there something else that I need to know? What can I learn? This is a very strong learning cycle. And I don't mean, your ABCs. I mean life lessons. What have I learned from my relationships, which has been activated pretty strongly? What have I learned from my sense of handling money and how much money I have and what's my self-worth? Where do I feel worthy? And what have I learned and what do I think about that? Tremendously strong lessons for you there. And the day of the new moon, right after that, we have Venus in Aries, been in Aries, opposite your sign, which is good, back and forth with other people, but it's shifting back into Taurus. And Mercury, in its own sign in Gemini, is shifting into Cancer. So what does this mean for you? Mercury going into Taurus, it's harping back, it's connecting back to the solar eclipse we had on April 29th that says, what do you value? What are your values? And how do they align with your financial resources? Do you buy things that you don't, on credit, that you don't really value as much as other things, to bring that back into alignment? And do you have people in your life where you feel that they value you as much as you value them? And then Mercury going into Cancer is getting in touch with how you feel about what you do in the world. So thinking about it, I got all these ideas, maybe I'll continue down this path or do this, but how do you really feel about it? And the impact of how your thoughts impact your emotions. And this is vitally true for around your work. That is, there's bad communication, or communication, even if it's a sentence that's pretty neutral, but the vibration of it is negative, condescending, judgmental, then that is a sign to make sure that you connect as much as possible with people that have good vibrations in how they communicate. They don't, they say one thing, but they say it with kindness. Even if there's a criticism, can you do this in a different way? It didn't work out right. They say it with kindness and not criticism, not condemnation, not judgment. So being in an environment that has that support for you will be more important moving from the end of the month and into June.